I know my sons have asked me this question over the years. Hey Dad, why do we celebrate Independence Day on the 4th of July in America? That's a good question, sons. Let me give you 3 reasons why we celebrate the 4th of July in America. Hi everyone, Dad here. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you like these dad advice videos. Hopefully you'll like the reaction videos that I'm preparing to do. And hit like if you like the content as we go along. So this last week we celebrated the 4th of July, Independence Day, here in our town, here in this park. And it was a big day for our town. And let me tell you 3 reasons why we do that. This year, 2021, Independence Day meant something different than it has in past years, in that we were celebrating being free from the lockdowns. We're having our independence from the quarantine lockdowns. This year, we resumed our Independence Day celebrations after missing them last year. We missed them last year for the first time in almost 7 decades, a little more than 7 decades of celebrating Independence Day here in this park. Our city leaders gave us a great tradition. I've been part of that tradition for 40 plus years, and it was good to resume that and gather together. We were in the park during the day. People were out here playing softball in the fields in front of me, playing miniature golf, or on the skate park, the water park over there. All throughout the park, people were having cookouts and celebrating our independence to come out of our house and be with our community again. It's important to be part of community, not just individuals. We thrive, I think, when we are part of a community and not just individuals. I have a tendency to be an individual myself, and the times I can go outside of myself and be part of a community, a broader community, I benefit. We all benefit. Let's be part of a strong community, and Independence Day celebration is one of those milestones on the calendar where we can come out as a town into our beautiful park that our city leaders gave us over the years, and let's celebrate our independence, our liberty as a community. Second reason why we celebrate Independence Day is to honor the founding of this country. It's good to know our history, and our history in America includes a founding date of this current government that started in 1776, when some colonists who were colonists from Europe declared their independence from the mother country that had sent them here, and declared their independence and fought a bloody revolution for 6 years to secure that independence. So 1776 was the Declaration of Independence. 1786, I believe it was, the Constitution was drafted and approved. So is America the greatest nation on earth? We like to think it is, of course, but you know, I've traveled in many countries. I've traveled in 46 states throughout America. I've seen most of America, all of the major cities I've been to, and I've been to 6 countries, including in Europe and in Asia, and I've seen some of the world. And what I know is there are a lot of great places, both in our country and in our world. There's fine people across our planet. What America has, maybe not the greatest country, I think so, that could be argued. What we have perhaps is the greatest Constitution. Our Constitution has survived more than 200 years for a reason. It's a strong Constitution that puts power in the people, we the people. The government derives their power from our consent. And that's a unique thing in the world. When we gathered for the 4th of July Independence Day in our stadium right behind me, the things that moved me as a citizen, as a veteran, were the opening ceremonies of the evening's festivities, which are the Pledge of Allegiance, the National Anthem, the retiring of the flag, honoring of veterans. Those ceremonies, and it's important to have ceremonies and traditions to be part of a bound together community. Those ceremonies which we can all participate in move me every year. And I want to say that the uniqueness of our country is encapsulated not just in the anthem, but in the pledge that we said together as a citizens, as a community that night. And the Pledge of Allegiance goes like this: I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Wow. We said that pledge as a kid in school. We say it at different times in civic gatherings. And that pledge is important to understand why our country is unique, why our founders gave us a unique experiment in liberty if we can keep it. Let's walk through that pledge a little bit and break it down. I, myself, a citizen of this country, a resident of this country, I personally pledge allegiance. That means I make my commitment to not just myself, not just my family, but to a broader group. I make a commitment. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. One flag representing us all of us, 330 million that live in this country. One flag representing us on all, binding us together as a community, the Stars and Stripes of America. The flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands. We're a republic, the United States, and that's unique. We're not a democracy, we're not a monarchy. A democracy is mob rule, where 50.1% gets their way. We are a republic, a United States, 50 states united together with one federal government to secure our rights. And it's important that we keep that republic. And it's important that we know that we're a republic and that we keep our republic. To the republic for which it stands. One nation. We're not multiple nations. We're one nation bound by a constitution. One nation under God. I'm a man of faith. I believe our nation is under God, as our founders placed us there. One nation under God. Our Constitution, as was said long, long ago, was written for a moral and faithful people. And it can't be kept if we're not moral and faithful. One nation under God. Indivisible. Are we indivisible? What does that mean? Indivisible. You can't divide us. A lot of people are trying right now. A lot of people are trying to divide us. A lot of people have tried to divide us over our whole life. You know, I served in uniform against adversaries who would divide us, who don't like the strength of America, would divide us to defeat us or transform us. And I believe in that statement in the pledge, indivisible, but there are people trying to divide us. So it's important that we gather and we say that pledge and we say indivisible with liberty. What does liberty mean? Liberty means we have opportunity in this country that's somewhat unique along the planets. We have a First Amendment. Not everybody has a First Amendment to our Constitution, which allows us freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of worship. We have a Second Amendment, which allows us to keep and bear arms. Those rights aren't given to us by government. If those rights were given to us by a good government, they could be taken away by a bad government. Those are natural rights we have as human beings on the planet that our Constitution recognizes and secures for each of us individuals. We the people have those rights. They're not group rights, they're individual rights of liberty for the citizens and residents of this country, secured by our government. With liberty that's perhaps unique in the world, and justice for all. Justice, that's a hard concept. Not everybody in our country feels there is justice now. I understand that, I hear that. I don't always feel that there's justice, but we try. We have laws. As long as we obey laws, there's supposed to be one set of laws for each of us, that we're equally responsible under the law, and we behave ourselves and we're treated as free and responsible citizens with liberty. That's the pledge. It defines why we do the 4th of July. The Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Wow, that's a powerful concept in just a very few words. And you don't need a lot of words to say what a unique experiment in liberty America is. And let's keep it that way. Part of coming out of the park every year is to help remind us. Let's keep it that way. Let's don't give up on that history and tradition. Let's strengthen it, let's celebrate it. And that brings me to the third reason why we gather together in the park every year to celebrate the 4th of July, and that's fireworks. Who doesn't need a reason to do fireworks? So we had a great day in the park, barbecues, games, and then we gathered together at night inside the stadium. You pay your money, you get inside the stadium, there's some concessions, there's some fun activities through the evening. Then we did those opening ceremonies, and then we had fireworks. There's a lot of people in our city, throughout the city, watching those fireworks from the hills, from the grocery store parking lots. I've done that myself over the years when we had kids that are hard to manage as your grown-up sons. Sometimes it was better to watch from the parking lot, keep everybody in control. But as we're all adults now, I enjoy going into the stadium where I can hear the music. The fireworks are timed music. And it was a great set of music this year, all the way from marching music with John Philip Sousa to some drum music with the band Fun, some country music, all of it mixed in time to the aerial burst up in the sky. And what I hear the last two songs that I hear every year, the last two songs, I'm Proud to Be an American by Lee Greenwood. And then when I hear Coming to America by Neil Diamond, one of my favorites growing up in the 70s. When I hear Neil Diamond singing Coming to America, I know we're ready for the grand finale, the big aerial burst. So I recorded it this year. Stay tuned for a secondhand recording of my recording of the grand finale. Peace to everybody, liberty and justice for all, and let's celebrate our country each and every year. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and come back, and I'll see you on my next video. This is Dad, out.